Riley, and I will be presenting my group's interactive activity based on the article Calendar Time. For this activity, you're going to need loose parts in your environment and a stopwatch. The stopwatch could be on your phone, a laptop, or just a wristwatch. Anything that you can use to track time. For the loose parts, I want you to gather 3 things or more in your environment and make sure that they're not breakable. For this activity, we are going to be throwing them. So when you're gathering your loose parts, think about something that you're okay with throwing, such as a pencil, a book, maybe some clothes. Now, pause the video, go collect your things, and come back. I'm going to pick up my 3 loose parts. With your loose parts in hand, I want you to place them down in the order that you just picked them up in. For me, I picked up the shirt, the slipper, and the book. Now, ask yourself, are you sure that this is the order that you first picked them up in? For me, I am sure that this is the order that I picked them up in. But are you sure? Now, for the next part of the activity, I want you to get your stopwatch ready. Pull out whatever device you're using to use your stopwatch. And then take your items and throw them around. Throw them across the room in any which way that you want. The further apart they are, the better. Now, we're going to take a guess, a prediction. How long do you think it will take for us to run, go get our items, and bring them back? I think it will take me 10 seconds. When working with kids, remember, a lot of the time they will do extremes. They will say it'll take 1 second, 100 seconds, 1 million seconds. Their concept of how long it will take isn't necessarily proportional to how long it will actually take for them to do it. Do your predictions, start your timer, go bring your things back. Once you get your things, pause your timer and look back at what your time was versus your guess. For me, it took me 9 seconds to get my things back, so I was pretty close to my time. How close were you? Now, take your items and I want you to place them in the original order that you picked them up from when we first started this activity. I first picked up the shirt, then the slipper, and then the book. And ask yourself, are you sure about this order? For me, I'm no longer fully sure. I think it's right, but I don't know for certainty. Now, the last part, take your items and place them in the order that you just picked them up from when you were running around. For me, I first picked up the shirt, then the book, and then the slipper. And ask yourself, are you sure about this order? Because for me, I am not sure that this is the order anymore. I could have any of these wrong, and I wouldn't fully know. When working with kids, it's important to remember to do things in a sequential order. The picking up the 1, the 2, the 3, labeling them, going over it multiple times, and breaking components into smaller components. When we did this activity, most of you were probably focused on the stopwatch. Going, running, picking them up, and how fast you could be and what your prediction was to your time, but you completely forgot about the sequential part of the order that you picked up your items in. If I was to ask the question again, but this time with a bit of a different wording on it, gather your items, we're going to throw our items, and I want you to collect them and put them back in the order that you picked them up in. You can do it, and you'd have a better chance of remembering what the sequential order was. You do the activity again, and you slowly incorporate elements such as the time. Overloading too many things at once, especially for young children, will often lead to them forgetting most of it. That is our thought experiment. Thank you for watching.